able to find any alternatives on a commercially viable scale right now that compare to plastic, and are they as effective, and what is the cost comparison for those alternatives?
I like to think that our farmers are leaders and adapters of new technology. So the research and development into alternative packaging has been an ongoing effort. As you can appreciate, the fiber products, a lot of the content of greenhouse vegetables contains significant amount of water. So those fiber products just are not an alternative to be able to provide that packaging in a manner to protect the produce. So we talk about food waste, we talk about food security, we talk about food traceability. It doesn't really matter if the product doesn't last on the shelf or make it to the shelf. That shipment and that packaging appears to absorb that moisture, and the shelf life on that product deteriorates significantly. Not to say that alternative packaging isn't on the forefront. I would suggest that the amount of plastic elimination our sector has engaged in thus far is significant. I believe it's less than 3% what produce packaging contributes across Canada to the plastic waste. So what is left is truly to protect the produce, to ensure that it has a shelf life, it has the ability to have proper food safety covered, as well as the traceability, but also to eliminate unnecessary food waste.
And that's a good point that you touch on there. I've been recently up in the north and learning that groceries travel on transport trucks from Alberta, about 24 hours on a truck to get up to Whitehorse, for instance. And a lot of times they're seeing spoilage of the produce and perishables before they even get up there. And that's before we have a change in the regulations here that are where the Liberal NDP government is trying to ban plastic. So food waste is a concern, and it's also a cost to those grocers and to any of the independent grocers who are trying to sell the food for the folks who live up there.